Okay, cool. So talk to me about how people normally feel after they go through the feasibility mastery. There's no right answers here.
Well, yeah, well.
Or the workshops or anything.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So
Okay.
people normally come in.
Yep.
How do they normally, what
Okay.
do they say when they leave? How do they normally feel when they leave? Does that make sense?
Okay, yep. Okay, so before a workshop, it's pretty apparent to me, people come in and they're just all over the shop. They don't have a structure to the way they're approaching a property development project that they're going to go and put their cold, hard cash into. And I just feel like I feel that, and I know that I've got tools which can help them through that. So they, instead of all those questions and concerns about what they're doing and having a sort of on a wing and a prayer, they are going in confidently. I can teach that skill set, and that's what I've done before. The transferring those set of skills results in that person coming out hopeful that they can practice that and put that together and actually build a successful property development business and do projects which actually make sense.
Well, the first bit was perfect. The second bit we transitioned into after, but not after how they feel. Right? So the linking line there is like, and I always feel so proud when they come at the end of it, they say to me, oh, I feel like this.
Yep.
You know, does that make sense?
Yep.
So the first bit, I couldn't have done it better if I tried.
Okay. Yep.
The second bit is like, and you know, like my favorite thing, or I always feel so proud, and like, this is the feedback that I get, and that's how I know that. Well, that's why I'm so proud. That's why I'm so happy.
And so that when I was teaching this, that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That's before I went overseas. Yeah. So since coming back, you know, I've not run the course as such. I've gone through the principles, etc. I've walked through people myself.
Okay, just visualize.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And this will be a lot easier as more people do the course. Obviously, it's going to be, you can get that saying.
Yeah.
You don't need to say. Do you know what I mean?
So before and after.
Yeah. What kind of problems do people? How do people normally feel before they come to work with you, and what do they normally like leave feeling?
Right. So I think when people come to this workshop, they come with a whole bunch of questions that are not resolved in their mind, and they come unconfident about what they're doing. They're hoping that the project that they've invested their time and money into is actually going to make money, but they're really not sure. And then when they've learnt the skills and they're starting to apply them, they come out of that, and all of a sudden they realise there's hope for them to be in a confident position, so they're not going to take on projects in the future that don't make sense. They're going to only put their time and effort and money into projects where they can see that it's worth their time, energy and money, because the result is positive and it's profitable. And that's exactly what we want. That's what everyone wants. And so when I see that, I just feel that we're really providing some value, which is hard to measure the impact on someone and their life and their lifestyle and their family. When they learn that skill set, apply it, I just feel great that that's happening.
All right, let's try again. Good. Let's try again and keep it under 30 seconds. 15 to 30 seconds.
Okay. Yep.
Right, so how do people come in? Like, when a lot of, I want you to start with like, when a lot of people come in and work with us, work with me. Like, when a lot of people come in and work with me, you know, they normally feel X.
Yep. Okay.
You know, I'm always so proud when they leave and they say to me like, why?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. When you're ready.
So when a lot of people come into the program, they are filled with all these concerns and they're just not sure about how to go about their property development processes. And when they learn the skills and tools and they're applying those, they leave and they are in a completely different position. It makes me feel so fantastic that they are going ahead on projects which make sense to them and they're happy about it. Just fills me with a sense that I've done something positive for that person.
Beautiful. Better again. All right, so I'm going to put this here somewhere. right? I'm going to put this here, and it's basically going to say, right? So before, like, what would you say? Like a big Aussie, big BJ, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be overtly not yourself, just be yourself. Like, you come in, so I come in and I felt,
Oh, if I was coming into the program.
yeah,
So I come in and I sort of know about property development, but there's things that I'm actually really concerned about because I don't know really how to manage all the uncertainties.
I like when you use the word confident. People
Yeah.
come in like they have no clue.
Yeah, okay.
They don't have confidence to do that.
Yep.
And when you say that the outcome after attending the workshop, you use the word. They have hope that they will gain confidence.
Yep.
I think that you could just jump into that out of the workshop. They feel more confident
Yep.
to deliver the project. Or,
Okay.
yeah. So like, let's go. I can see, right, that they look. I can see that they want clarity, or however you want to say it,
Yeah.
right? Like before people come in, I've been doing this long enough to see that they just want some clarity around the projects they're doing. And I'm always so proud when they leave with the right tools in place to be able to take on bigger projects and not waste time on projects that are just dead ends. Like I'm always so proud. However you want to say that.
Yep.
Like just keep it. It's like line, joiner,
Yep.
line 3.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha. Yep.
So
Okay.
give that a go. So
Yep.
I don't know if I should say a line to you or a question.
Yep.
I'm going to just wing it.
No, that's okay.
Talk if you need to talk.
Do you need to be quiet and
Oh yeah, just be quiet for 1 sec.
Maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
otherwise I needs to be quiet?
So, okay, so
Okay, I've got it. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. I don't know. This is what comes to me, right? I think I've got some sort of sixth sense, and I can see when someone's not confident about their feasibility and their property development process. So people come into these courses.
that's okay, keep rolling. Yeah, start again.
Okay, does that sixth sense thing make sense?
That's cool. If
I've-
that's how you talk.
Yeah. I've got a sixth sense when it comes to whether someone's confident about what they're doing in property development. And I see people come in the feasibility program and they are not sure what they're doing. They might look like they've got it together. They might have been doing projects, but deep down they're filled with uncertainty. The processes that they learn, they come out the other end and they are confident that they've got a framework they can work with to make money confidently, to build and go through bigger projects and just feel better about themselves as they are going through their property development career.
I want you to finish that. Right, ready? With? So the new thing that you're going to say here, right? With more time, confidence, and tools to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
The same points from the presentation, right?
Yep.
When people come, look, I'm no Peter Parker, but when people come in, my spidey senses start tingling, right? I can see that they need some clarity, and I'm always so proud when they leave and you can see it, and they say to me, like, I've got more time. Well, I feel like I'm not wasting as much time. I've got the confidence I'm taking on the right jobs, and I've got the tools to actually make more money. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always so proud to hear it, Like, you don't have to say how I say it however it comes naturally to you,
Mm-hmm.
but I want you to stick to, like, that they're not wasting time, you can see they're more confident, they've got the tools to make more money.
Mhm.
That, like, don't say another word after that.
Yep.
Okay. So when you're ready? I'll say basically it's like, okay, so yeah, what's the coolest thing you see from when someone comes in at first and when they leave?
Mm-hmm. So probably the coolest thing I see is that people come in and it's very evident that they're not confident about what they're doing and there's holes in their feasibility. They learn a set of tools and they leave, and what they tell me is, I'm not wasting time. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm confident and I'm applying that feasibility skill set to my projects that I'm looking at, and I know that I'm going to make more money than I was making before. And that just fills me with a great sense of pride and purpose in what we're doing in this feasibility mastery course.
Good. Cool, eh?
That's good.
Good. Yeah, way better.
Cool, yeah, thanks. Thank you for... Yeah, it's a process, isn't it?
It's hard, but like as you get... Look,
I think
hard.
when I get in the flow of this mentality, I think I'll be fucking really good at it, to be honest.
Here's the truth. You'll be way better than I am. Here's the truth. The first day that you started at uni or whatever you do to become a project developer, you probably shit at it. Right? The first day I started building websites, I was pretty shit at it. We're like 1 hour into all of this. We're 1 day past and 1 hour in. So it's going to take you 20 hours to get good at it. It's going to take you 3 months to get, like in 20 hours, you'll be a completely different person. In three months, you won't even think about it. You'll just pick your phone up and go, are you going to save more time, make more money, and it'll just like, you won't even think about it, you know? So it's just reps. It's just getting the reps in. That's why long format content's cool, because we don't have to like pause, unpause. It's just like keep shooting, start again if you need to. You know?
So do we need to...
Let's do some sort of...
So the AI will go through and rip out the good... I've got an example of that.
Have a think about it. Let me know when you're ready to rock. All right. Dave. So, talk me through in your career where there was an aha moment that you realised.
Okay. How long is this we're talking about?
Just the same sort of thing where you want to talk for a bit and then I'll ask another question.
Okay. So I was doing a 11 townhouse project in Brisbane. I got a call from the foreman, and we'd started doing demolition and the groundworks, etc. Got a call from the foreman, Dave, you've got to get up here. It was February, it was blazing hot. And he said, you've got to get up from the Gold Coast up to Brisbane. I thought, geez, I don't want to go to Brisbane. And you've got to get here. We found a problem. Can't really explain it to you. You've got to get here. Thought, oh, okay, righto. So flew up to Brisbane, got there. Look across the site. The site's bare because it's been demolished. There's about 7 guys there, 1 excavator. No one's working. And all I know is that I'm the person paying for these guys not doing any work because some problem that I'm just about to be told about has stopped them working. And I walked on the site and I saw, it was explained to me, that we had a pipe coming through, which was owned by the council, a stormwater pipe, which wasn't on the council's plans, but it came through the living room of one of my apartments. And the manhole came up in the living room. That's where it was designed to come up. And I thought, in the middle of all that, I thought, you know, geez, I'd kill for an ice cream right now. Because I knew it was going to cost a lot more money to fix that problem, but I had that contingency in my feasibility and I knew it was covered. And so I was able to instruct the guys. We got on, we brought the solution forwards, and we just moved on. And I lost no sleep because my feasibility and my financial analysis of the project had that up its sleeve, and it wasn't really a problem.
Brilliant. So the cool thing about long format content is there's snippets in there. where you're like this, it was come up in the living room, right? And it's so lucky that I had a contingency plan in place and da 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 da. So whether you keep the whole bit or not, parts of that story come out so good for that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like even that could be a couple of videos, honestly. From that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like heaps of snippets of gold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. What else have we got? I want to us first then, right?
Yeah.
So on us first then.
That's the thing, yeah.
So what does Feasibility Mastery do differently than other courses? We don't have to talk about a course in particular here.
Yeah.
Right? I just want to hear like here's like when you do these courses online, so many of them, it's just like you're clicking through modules, you're reading some stuff on a page, and then it's like, oh, you passed.
Yeah.
And it leaves you feeling like this and this. And it's like, here's what we do, and we walk you through it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's like that's the difference that you get with us. That's kind of what I want to hear. So it's an us first them, and you want to start by like almost complaining about the problem, and then saying like, and that's where I think we're different. We do one-on-one mentoring, we do this and that. So say it however you want. You can start with the good bits, you can end with the good bits. It's totally up to you. Right. So it's still recording. So yeah, when you're ready, go ahead. Basically like, why what's the difference between your course and the average property developer course that you see floating around on the internet?
I set out to teach people about feasibilities, but not just to teach them, but to master it. And to me, a master doesn't need to convince anyone. He's just a master because he understands every aspect of that process. So how do we do that in Feasibility Mastery? We step you through one-on-one through the main steps of property development. And we do a deep dive into learning about what it really is to master each one of those components. And when you master the components, you put them all together, then you understand the feasibility process, you understand property development. So the thing I'm proud about in this course is that because of the workshop nature of it and the close one-on-one contact, that we have the time and the resources there to really drive home the principles and for people to honestly understand those. And then as you go through, you just build a gradual confidence that you actually authentically know how to approach a project going forwards. And I think that's something that is not on offer. And the reason I say that, amongst so many other people, is because I look across property developers, I sit in groups with them in different formats, and there's a lack of confidence. There's holes in the structure in which people are using, and it's just fraught with danger. It's fraught with uncertainty, and generally, people are just not confident in what they're doing. And my goal was to bring a mastery level of understanding about what it is to run a property development project, and it comes back, the heart of it is the feasibility. Master your feasibility, and then the project just rolls out like magic.